I'll give everyone like a few minutes to start the load. Yeah, actually, make sure the mic is good. Yeah, it is. Are you guys all on the Google Classroom that Leo made? Sweet. I think the recording of maybe not last class, but last Tuesday is up there as well. But I'll flash the join link right now, just in case anybody hasn't gotten in yet. So, just from a show of hands, how many of you guys have GitHub installed? Or not installed, but have a GitHub account? Sweet. How about VS Code? Nice. What about Git? Yeah, Git Git. We'll be downloading that today. I'm just curious who's gonna find this class slow and who's gonna be downloading all of this stuff. Because today's gonna be the like intro to websites. So we're gonna download everything we need to start making websites. I'm gonna give like 1 or 2 more minutes. If anyone's not in the Google Classroom, this is the link to join it. And if you have no idea how to just put in a link, let me know, and I will help you join the Google Classroom. What's up? How you doing? Good. Are you guys in the Google Classroom yet? Just curious. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm recording, so for anybody that comes in late or misses today, we'll have that up on the Google Classroom, just like last time. I'm gonna pause this music, and then today I have a slide deck, and basically we're gonna go through it and also just download everything and make sure we have all of the necessary tools to make websites. I'm gonna close the door. Video may or may not be continuing with just the intro to websites, but they are sick today, so I am taking over. Uh let's start with, so basically we're gonna get Git VS Code, we're gonna make sure we have GitHub and like GitHub Education and GitHub Copilot. If you ever heard of those, they are really essential. And then we're just gonna cover like what a website is. You guys all use it a lot, but I'm curious if anyone knows what happens under the hood. And then kind of just like internet architecture and how something goes from like your computer or somewhere else to your computer, and then some terminology. But let's first start with Git and GitHub. This is a lot of text, but essentially, how you doing? So there's a lot of text, but Git, Git, not GitHub. Git itself is essentially like if you ever go on a Google Doc and you click see version history and you can see like all the edits someone's made on different days. Git is essentially a tool that like allows for version control, or just like if you think of Google Docs like version history. It's until you use it, it's kind of difficult to really understand what it does, but it essentially allows you to like benchmark what you're doing so that when you eventually break all of your code, you can just go back to the last thing that was working. Um, we use this inside of our editors. So if anybody uses VS Code for like comp sci, you could be using Git to like I guess take versions that work, and then once you like do something that has a seg fault, maybe you can roll back instead of like hitting Control Z a bunch of times and trying to get the working code. Uh, with Git, we call folders repositories. So on your file system, if you have a folder that has a bunch of files in it or a folder that has a bunch of folders in it, just anytime you hear the word repository, that's a folder. Not that complicated. We also call them repos sometimes. So like the code that you'll write for a website, you'll stick in a Git repo or a Git repository, which is just a folder on GitHub. And that leads us to what GitHub is. GitHub is like your Google Drive for code. Uh, all of the code that you have on your laptop can get uploaded into GitHub via Git. So that's kind of like how we piece everything together. It's like your laptop, Git, and then GitHub is like Google Drive where you can see all of the stuff you've worked on. Um, GitHub is one of many like Google Drive solutions almost for code. There's GitHub, there's GitLab. If you've ever heard of like Bitbucket, there's that as well. A lot of companies will use different ones to store all of their code. Just I'm assuming by like what a sales team prices it as. Um, we're gonna start. If anybody, can we all raise our hands if we don't have a GitHub account? This is like for you. Awesome. So let's go to github.com/join. And for everybody else, um, and try and use your personal email just so that once you graduate Georgetown, there won't be any like annoyances. Um, does everybody else have GitHub education? Raise your hand if you do not have GitHub education or if you have no idea what that is. Awesome. So we'll stop for a second. Everybody, first make sure you go to github.com/join and sign up using your personal email. Um, I'm going to for anyone that has GitHub and GitHub Education, I'm also gonna get GitHub Education up. Um, let's see what that link is. It's just github.com/education. Um, oh, so, or I'm gonna say also github.com/education. Um, GitHub Education is essentially like GitHub gives you a bunch of perks some of which y'all probably won't understand yet, but it's like hundreds of dollars of value, just for students, basically. We're all gonna sign up using our personal emails, or if you've already signed up using your school email, that's fine. However, I think you're gonna have to add a like at georgetown.edu email for the GitHub education. You just go to github.com/education, which is in the top left there. And then you click on this join GitHub education button. And this will take you somewhere over here, and you might have to do like an application or like verify something. I'm gonna walk around and just make sure that we're all doing all right with this, because it's really good. I don't know how to explain it other than saying like this is really worth it. If you're going to make websites or just kind of code.
Yeah, I like it. I wasn't sure. I guess it
For education, it's still making like upload an ID or students, but you're not. It is, it does, awesome, but yeah, so if you go to View Experience and you go to. It's whichever one, is it, do they want to transfer from the data, or do they want?
They say like you can choose what proof you want to provide.
Yeah, sometimes I went to like my degree, so if you like, you.
The audit?
Yes, the degree audit thing. I would just make sure something has a date on it, I think that's what I like. A date in your net post.
Actually, there's some house you can get an unofficial degree.
Yeah, it'll say in one of these, if you go to student dashboard, I had to do this today for something else. One of these unofficial tricks. So you just click on.
I can get it. Awesome. And I take some time.
Yeah, they might have some outrageous, like, it'll take 1,000 days to verify once you do it, but it like auto does it, so it won't actually take that long. Are we doing? So, if you go back to GitHub, I'm assuming. Have you gone to education yet? I've tried it, but. So github.com/education. Yeah, I'll come back. Okay. You guys join. So, oh, you denied.
Yeah. Cause I think I was something around motion.
Interesting. Okay, so make sure you're a student, the name of your school is Georgetown.
That's right. I got that thing.
I'd like to go to here, I'll do this for all of you guys right now. I remember doing this networking. Alright, so do we all know GU Experience? If you go to GU Experience, what? You can download it? And can you submit it like that? Awesome. I think that's okay. So if we go to geoexperience.georgetown.edu, so I'll zoom in. I cannot zoom in. Let's see if I can zoom in like that. I cannot. Can we all read this, or should I find a way to blow it up? What? Are we good? Here, let me just 1 sec. Come down here. And we'll make it very big.
The average.
Yeah, I would make sure to do, we had to do that as well. Oh my God. What's up, Aiden? How you doing? So if y'all go to GU Experience and then you log in, you'll be taken here. And then in the student dashboard, so there's like student registration, all this other stuff that doesn't matter. Go to your student dashboard. And you'll see all of these kind of tell you what you can get in it. We want, I think an unofficial transcript is pretty fine. Pretty overkill, so they shouldn't deny anybody for that. So if you go to student profile.
They call it unofficial. Good.
What's up?
fair as opposed to good.
I mean, yeah,
You know, but we don't have like.
yeah, Georgetown doesn't really do that. Like, so once you get there, come down to unofficial transcript. And then I'll do this again in a sec, just in case anyone missed it. Aiden, we're doing do you have GitHub education yet? Or GitHub? Very fair. Do you have an account on GitHub? If not, let's conclude it. So go to github.com. It's github.com/join, and then make an account with your. Okay, sick. So now go to github.com/education, and then there will be like a join GitHub education button. And they just ask you to verify with like some document that you're in school, and that's kind of what we're going through, just getting your transcript. Once you're at the transcript page, if anyone's still following with me, we're all undergraduate, I think. So just undergraduate, submit, and then it'll pull up your transcript. Or you could do unofficial transcripts. Good call. Once you hit submit, you'll see this option to print on the right hand side of the page.
Doesn't want it in PDF.
Really? What does it want, a PNG?
I can sometimes it's not popping up. It'll accept JPEG, PNG,
Yeah. I actually.
because those are just my random documents in there.
Okay, go back. Hit all files. I'm curious if it'll let you upload like that.
Oh. It's not a check mark.
Try it.
Oh, yeah.
There's an error creating the.
Okay, try that. Make it an application, and I guess you gotta do a PNG. So maybe take a screenshot of it.
Screenshot. Amazing. Is this how you use it?
This is
Yeah.
So unofficial.
It's like it's hacked together, and they just have some computer vision model that just auto approves you. I think I screenshotted my like degree audit, but unofficial transcript works too. Let's see. It does work?
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's 10 though.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see if they deny you or not. I promise it's worth the hassle. For anybody, is anybody done with this? Raise your hand.
Take a moment and I'll have to blast it to the.
My application is.
Okay, sick. For anyone that's submitted the application, I'm gonna just give you instructions to move forward. Do you have Git?
No.
Do you have Git? So I've just dropped the link for our slides in the Slack. I'm gonna make sure that you guys can. Say it again? It's pending? Great. That means that it's kind of just in their hands now. So you'll get an email probably if they deny you or if they approve you. If they deny you, just like honestly, even the same screenshot might get you in again. It's like really hacked together how they approve people. But for anyone that has the pending, if you'd like, please head to the slides that I dropped in our Slack and go to slide 9. On slide 9, you'll see this class notes link, and it's basically just gonna take you to a GitHub page. Yeah, so really? How about you?
The class note says this is not the web page you're looking for.
Really?
It doesn't exist. Slide 9. right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I bet it's because it's not public. Let me make it public.
I haven't got to email yet.
We shall wait.
Mm.
No, mine got the 9.
Okay.
Oh, they just not.
Oh, I also got denied.
Wait, I think they just didn't like the pictures.
Okay. I'm gonna,
Oh, they have reasons for why I thought.
oh, what did they say? Yeah.
Lisa, here we go. It says, please complete your GitHub billing information. And
Yeah.
and I should complete my GitHub user profile with my full name.
Oh, interesting. I'm curious if you're gonna have to re-upload stuff. For now, everybody that's gotten that issue, if you want to do the billing stuff right now, go for it. If we want to go come back to this at the end of the class, that's cool. I'll give a few more minutes. I would just put in anything for all of the fields that it just said. They kind of just want you to round out your account. You never have to pay for anything for GitHub.
Well. Or they.
Actually curious what they advertise.
Sorry.
If you can fill out the rest of,
I just say billing information, which isn't actually billing information, it's your name and address.
that's fine. Yeah, they probably just want to collect some data. But if you can put in your billing information in your account and whatever else it said was incomplete for those of you that were denied, I would go for that. Alright.
Yeah.
Say. In the meantime, if you go to your account. It's good.
You got approved?
Yeah.
Oh, you got approved as well, nice. It seems like y'all probably have big belly some, but.
Yeah, cause I think I'm trying to.
Okay, it's great. Okay, approved, are you doing your billing stuff?
I did that, but they got all the same.
You need to do another application.
We go through that.
Alright, I'll do it. Good, we're doing. Since I just officially got through. Awesome. Congrats. Did you do this part? One more time.
No, I just used to, I changed it and I updated my. My name, so I finished already. Awesome. So you guys, I guess.
Beautiful, okay.
I think it's like all more of those things that happen more likely you've already accepted.
Okay, but you just have to like background.
I have to.
You didn't do building.
I put my address in. But I did it after I submitted the application.
Yeah.
I didn't get approved in the application.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Nice. Bruh.
That's what we do. Did you go to the famous Velvet Shore? Oh, no, just basically, okay, well, how did you like that pizza?
You know, it was great. It was like a lot of things to just, just get it same.
Well, you said there was a false line.
Yeah, and we didn't know it, it's really fun, but.
Oh, false line was the.
Yeah.
What, where was the where?
It was on the, it was. in the two-
What was that?
Those are never something's real.
That's Thursday.
I think it's a side of this way. There was a.
What the.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but that's crazy, yeah.
Right. Every is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Stations, the stations are not, the stations are supposed to be.
We're not letting you.
They're not approved. Okay, great, I did approve.
Awesome. So for everyone that's been approved, we're gonna go to the class slides, which are in the Slack in the boot camp. And then we're gonna go to slide 12. And can you guys tell me if the link for this class notes works anymore? Or no? When we go here, it should look like this. It does work. Awesome. I just made it public. I think that was the issue. So what we're gonna do is in this like notes thing, we're gonna look at Git. And we're gonna go to the Git setup. Ignore the Figma setup. We've like segmented how the course works now. But there's a section that's Git setup. And there's for Windows and for Mac. And what we're looking for is everyone can run git -- version and like their command prompt or terminal and see that they have a Git version. If that was gibberish, please tell me and I will happily repeat myself. We're just installing Git by going to the link for the slides, which is in our Slack, and then going to slide 12. And after this like wild goose chase, we're gonna scroll down a little bit to the Git setup.
Where's the, oh, it's.
Yeah, like
Where the links to this,
it's in the Slack in the F25.
or I put the link to the slides, but.
Yes, slide 12. It says class notes.
Is it?
There's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're all unsure what Git link to click to download it, please let me know. And then can I raise your hands? Who's still on getting GitHub education? The prompts is not an issue. Okay. I'm just trying to let everybody else do something in the meantime.
Dylan submitted, but I was waiting to submit.
If you want, you can move on.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Oh, wait, yeah.
How about you guys? Is there- So for anyone that's gotten approved, what did y'all take a screenshot of?
My unofficial transcript, I just took the whole thing.
Oh, I see. I downloaded the PDF, but I think it's the PDF to PNG.
Oh.
So, okay.
Type in Git dash for.
You guys are back.
Yeah.
Official transcript. I do as well. Yeah. So. And yeah, we just want to PNG, I guess. You PNG or do you PNG? So. So just whenever you get a PNG, it's not gonna be a struggle for VR. We'll chill and get things for now, so everybody's probably yet.
So I don't have the same problem you did, I'll just put it in the PNG converter. Right, probably again with combo guys, but you know. When we're just saying, I could just say, side stuff.
That's weird. I just took that, and then, yeah. What was this?
They just watch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything, and then, yeah, if you're, as you install Git, just don't click on anything, like any of the extra options.
I did.
it.
Okay, so you release it?
It's,
And, yes, so.
just,
No, there's.
what
One
was
of the
that?
options was like keep up text editor. We do yes.
Oh, yeah. I would do VS Code if you all have to, if you don't, you can choose anything and then you'll be able to set it later.
I skipped it, so I.
That's completely different.
I'll just have to set at least.
For everyone that has downloaded Git. If you're on Windows, hit the Windows key. And then type in CMD. Now type in git git space dash version, like minus version.
It's space.
Sorry, here. Space all the way. Actually, I was thinking it was okay, just so that if anybody else needs it. So. CMD runs our command prompt. If you're on Mac, just pull up it's called Terminal, I think. I think y'all have used it in the CS class. If anybody doesn't know Terminal and is using a Mac, please raise your hand. I promise. Congrats. everybody knows how to get command prompt or terminal up. You're gonna type in, let's see if I can blow this up. You're gonna type in git dash dash version. So git space dash dash version. For anyone that's like new to this kind of way that this looks, when we install like, I'll call them like code packages or just anything onto our computer, you can kind of check that you have it usually by typing the thing that you downloaded and then dash dash version or dash version or dash V or whatever it is. You guys can see that because it comes up as git version 2.45.1, whatever, you might have a different one because you just downloaded it, so it might be more up to date. That means that I have it. We're not gonna move on until everyone has this, so if you don't have it, please. Yes, go to Slack.
I'm on.
Awesome. You might wanna send a link to your computer because you're gonna go to my. Yeah, the class.
Sure, is there a question?
Oh, you're good. How are we doing here?
It's not binary now, but the installer company. The installer finish it, but that's. I don't do it on files.
Oh, this might be some path garbage.
Oh, yeah, a little bit from guys.
Let me take a look at. My environment variables so I can like advise you. Where's Git? Huh? Hey, it's not. Did you change anything as you were downloading it? You shouldn't need to restart your computer. Let me come tell you. Sure it was able to download.
Said,
And did you find it in your files?
it's in price.
Go to local. Okay, I said what you said, but it has one place to open.
Yeah, we're calling.
Yeah, okay, that's where it should be. Can you restart your command prompt and try your?
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Every time that you like download something or change something, you need to. Sure, beautiful. Yeah, of course. How are we doing over here? Do you go to speak here? I just outside. So, do you ever get notifications from that live stuff? I don't know. What is that?
It says, I'm putting his name picture, but.
Well, if it didn't work once, it might not.
Yeah,
And it won't let you send it, I mean.
yeah, I mean, I can always get, I can always try to get.
We'll give it like 10 minutes to cool off, in case they have like some timeout or something. Do you have a notification on your?
That's the week.
Awesome. Congrats.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
What component should we install?
Well, sign. What was that?
What component should we install?
Things that into that. Are these all the default options?
Yeah.
Just hit next. Yeah.
Yes, I have it as well. It's the last thing yeah, it's the last thing just connected to the.
What do you, the last thing?
You guys said you guys get 2 years ago or something.
Oh, it'll use it.
We want to get in the van. What's the other?
I mean, you,
After you.
if it's there, it's fine.
VS Code.
If you use Vim, you're like hardcore, so I would just use VS Code. You don't have to send anything.
Apparently I already have done, so. I was hardcore at some point.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yes, cause.
Get and it's yeah, or sorry, get. So just you're off the back. Do y'all have Git for now? We have what? Do you have Git?
I'm just gonna stick all of these.
I didn't, so I did it this cool. Well, at Monster. Oh, they was.
Right.
Here, try.
Did you just wait a few minutes?
Yeah, like the problems that you said, the exact same thing on your stuff. That's horrible. Like, I swear they just have like a random number generator, and if it's like above 0.8 or something, they're like, alright.
I actually don't remember what it.
Well, what they give you is a reason for disapproval.
Oh, maybe, did you take like CS one and CS? That's probably what you have.
The only last.
It's so terrible. That's why I'm here. That's so limited.
You have to like memorize so much keyboard shortcuts, it's insane.
But.
Sick. Okay.
Y'all, and then we're good.
I'm gonna peek ahead and see what we got left. Should we get version? Beautiful. We've already done. Say it again. For you. Oh, you are, yeah. If you do Windows key and you type CMD, that'll also take it. Beautiful. Oh, yes, Git version is, if that runs and gives you like a number for Git, then you're good. Show of hands, does anybody not have VS Code? Please raise your hand if you do not have VS Code. Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Life is code.
VS what?
It's the open source version of VS Code, VS Code,
I think VS Code is open source. I might be totally wrong. That's free, dude. VS Code is super open. If you don't mind, there's a slide 18. Which has, I think it just takes you to the same notes. In that, the GitHub thing, yeah, we're just trying to set up VS Code. And when I say VS Code, I'm talking about Visual Studio Code. And it's important to note that it's the blue one. So if we look at this icon real quick, if it's purple, that's the wrong one. We're getting the blue Visual Studio Code. And if you just go to code.visualstudio.com, you should just instantly see a downloader. Once you click on it, you'll be good. So I'll let us all get VS Code quick, and I'm gonna exit my transcript. I love that that's on the recording.
Is that my freshman picture?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mine is really bad.
Yeah.
Maybe stretch in my Google wall.
That's so annoying. That's so annoying.
I have to ask her the teacher. She was right, she's like, yeah, I'm just.
Oh, do they like print out the headshots for certain classes? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know what we were supposed to do. Yeah.
I did it, so my cousin took it from me, I was like, we're sending it, I didn't look at it, and then, yeah.
That was so your fault.
It is, so my cousin, it is.
Okay. I promise this is the only class with like a ton of excessive setup and it's super painful. How about, so VS Code, who was installing it? We got 1 and 2. Do you have it now or are you still getting it?
I'm still to it, you can do the.
And all the stuff, they all use VS Code.
I don't know.
And I think that's my favorite to it.
You should do it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
No rush. So for the Discord, do I go to the terminal to run and
So Git is usually pre-installed on Mac, so if you go to terminal. And then type in Git, and then space. So Git space dash dash version, like minus ones version. Oh, yeah. So you have it, anytime you do dash dash version after the program name, and you get a number, that means you have it installed, just so it's not your version. Yeah. Oh, no, were you in set up VS Code? Completely fine.
Das scheiße, ich sehe VS Code, you know,
Yeah, you can use VS Code even if you like for the entire thing. I'm sure it's a fork of VS Code. Watch. Yeah.
Anything else to download?
Yes, we're gonna do Node.js. I know you gotta run.
Yeah.
After that, it'll just be lecturing and then we'll do that. You know what? We're gonna save Node for another time. I'm actually just gonna skip that. What? Oh, I mean, it's not gonna hurt, I promise. I think installing Node, is that just on the, yeah, that's the last thing on the GitHub. For everybody here, if you can quick just set up Node, it shouldn't take super long. It's just another download. At the bottom of the page. And then to check the version, instead of like dash dash version, just run node dash v. And you can do that like next class or whatever. Sit in.
I forgot.
Awesome. Cool. I'll let us all get Node for a couple of minutes. But if you have to leave, please feel free.
Okay.
It's I'm not holding you here, don't. Are you gonna be a kid, we have VS Code, we have Node, yeah, awesome, y'all can learn Node dash V, it works, beautiful. Maybe I'll change, switch else you can do.
I just filled out the projects, yeah.
Good. So, okay, over the weekend they drafted people, so y'all are on super smooth, so I'll reach out to you soon. How about you, do you know you? Yeah.
No, there's like a Google phone that you
That's pretty cool. Okay, that's good. Yeah.
They seem hard. Like
Some of them are.
Oh,
for students as well.
I,
But some of them are. And then, okay.
I didn't say anything.
I think.
How are you?
You still get body on the application? Yeah. Have you done your building stuff? Okay. It might ask you to do like recording and go into your account, finish it, well, actually be what I did. So you look at your profile. And then go to. Play profile again, release settings. So put on there, and go settings. Yeah, I like for people that are getting denied because they didn't put billing, there's billing and what else?
Well, I just had to fill out this.
Smash the names to molding
Gotcha.
and there's some part.
Yeah, so.
So
Oh, and you guys add the scratching.
Oh, I didn't manage that, okay. Yeah, it's actually so packed together. I'm not sure what else is.
So did you?
It says my benefits will expire in 2027, which is a non.
Hey, what your names? We'll wait 5 minutes, but it's, I transfer that.
I know, like, it's weird, so,
Just.
you might be able to do BS still.
Oh, it's just the fact that it's
You got those in the bag?
oh, now it's installing necessary tools.
That's fine. Boy.
Let's see what else. Is everything else just gonna be posted?
Yeah, I'm recording this whole thing, so if you wanna just go to the end of it, you'll find it.
Alright. I'm going.
Same to you.
Thursday.
Yeah, see you all Thursday, or see you Thursday.
You, man,
What?
you really want to know it, yeah.
Oh, and then grandpa.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
If it doesn't work, you can just, I'll like help you set it up after, we'll make sure you get it, cause it is like kinda goated. Holy slides. It's left like until you see another hallway, and then I think women's might be like an instant right.
Yeah, this page. That's one. Yeah, as it's saying. Where you find the title. When we find one.
You did that?
It's okay, you know, I think it's not like, oh, God, we're tied, we're tied, like, who's not out of the first, yeah, like, board, that's not a good board game design, I feel like it's only board game. I don't know how many, like, you do, like, I don't know, better actually.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Cause.
those are the first,
Yeah. Cause I'll be like, oh, we don't try to do the other one, they're just.
Reading
Yes. It's possible, which means more food. More food lessons.
or whatever ways,
Oh, yeah, there's a transfer student this time. Oh. Yeah, or not, you didn't transfer, but he's from.
try to a space,
So, versus.
we're under space. Okay, and then you go back and then you forget about that.
We'll figure it out though. They can only deny you so many times.
Yeah, they did not,
Instantly?
yeah.
What? Is there an error message? Does it tell you that like your account's not filled out? You might have to do like two-factor authentication.
But this is because of what you're thinking of, when you transfer.
Yeah, it's just wherever.
What's your name? They don't have the one.
Is your name in the transfer?
Your name will pop
Yeah.
Yeah, get that too. This, I'm pretty far away. Wait, right? I usually find that in doing the same on for sure. Yeah, okay. Thank you. You said it back. Wait, let's see. Oh, is there a role listening? No, it's like a role playing. Oh, for speaking, nice. Oh, yeah, I think that will be the this. Yeah, come on, I don't know why they didn't. Yeah, I had to pay contribution.
Jesus.
No, they're gonna shake that. And like, I took French, they will be paid on points for the. Textbooks and, still, it is like. It's over that, filter out your resolution. Yeah, as soon as you select it. Yeah, we can do it.
Did it tell you to do multi-factor authentication and stuff yet?
At first, yeah, but I just did, should I just do that stuff? Well, I don't even think, it's not me not getting approved, I think about.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even,
Okay.
that happened to me, it's just like, it went away after.
Yeah, you might have to just let it time out.
Project would do it, like, I think I could try to.
No, yeah, the rest of this is just gonna be all lecture for you guys for like 10 minutes and then we'll pick it up on Thursday, so there's no rush. All right, so I'm gonna turn the music off. We do love some French house. All right, so perfect timing. I'm going to kind of briefly go over like what a website is. Like y'all use them all the time, but I'm curious if any of us like know what files go into it, or if we knew there were files that go into it, and it's like what happens. So essentially like a website is just information. It is you requesting information and then you being able to see it in something called a browser. Chrome is a browser. If we've ever used Safari, if we have iPhones, that's a browser that I think uses Chrome under the hood. But essentially, a website is just like a bunch of files that the person that made the website puts somewhere. And when you try and visit that website, the files go onto your browser, which is like Chrome, and then you're able to see just information. An example of this is like if you go onto Microsoft Word, if anyone has used Microsoft Word, we might all be Google people. But Microsoft Word, it takes a .docx file and it displays it to a user, and then you can type over it, and it's so Microsoft Word in that case is like the browser, almost like Google Chrome is for websites. This might not be big enough, but essentially, if you try and like just look at a docx file without Microsoft Word, it's going to be gibberish to your computer. This is actually what it looks like if you try and just view it in the terminal. Another good example of this is like if you have PDF, you would use something like Adobe Acrobat, or you might be able to just open it in Chrome, but you'd use like a viewer for that file type. Again, if you try and open a PDF, much like a docx, it's just gibberish. Basically, like Chrome or Safari or like Firefox, any of these that are on the screen, and then there's a ton more. All internet browsers do is they kind of like allow you to open and view website files. So similar to a PDF or a docx, there are just website files. But what does that mean? Like if we go to any website, let's take GitHub, for example. If anyone's ever, oops, is it github.com/ let's do education so it looks better. If anyone's ever like played around with like changing the elements on the screen, you know that like if you hit F12, and you guys can all feel free to go to any website and do this anytime you want. If you click F12, you can see there's like some stuff that looks like code that might be something that maybe goes into a website file. And maybe you've noticed that like, let's see, if I want to change this wording from empowering the next generation of developers, you can actually double click on it and I can just be like, GitHub is so annoying to verify on. And it's like, all you're doing is you're just modifying the files that it's just like a PDF. You're just GitHub sent these files to your computer is displaying them like a PDF in Adobe Acrobat, or in this case, the website files in Chrome. And it's just, it shows up and you can see your information. It's not magic. It's literally just like someone's computer sending you website files. If that made no sense, please don't worry. But essentially you can see when you run F12, I think if you like right click it and then on Mac, this will be an option too. It's the inspect. Because Mac might not have F12, but if you inspect on any website page, you'll get this coming up, and the elements kind of show you like the code that you can see of your website files. All right, so websites are just a bunch of files, and a browser like Chrome allows you to see those files. We will, yeah, well, I mean, we got a few minutes. We can start this. So this is kind of like a little bit of how the internet works. But essentially what I was alluding to is every time that you view a website that's not something that's on your computer that you wrote, you need to get that code from somebody. So you yourself are interacting with Chrome, and Chrome is going and getting the files, and then you can see them. This is like very simple. Let's beef it up a little bit. So what's missing here is it would be great if we always had the website files that we were looking for, but we don't always have the website files. So what Chrome has to do under the hood is it has to basically say, all right, I'm controlling Chrome again. Chrome is now going to go and it's going to find someone's server that has Amazon.com, Google.com, any website that you're looking for. And it's now going to ask someone else for their website files. So that's kind of how you get the website files. You go like, hey, can I please have Amazon's website files? And Amazon's like, sure, here's the website files. And then Chrome goes and it displays those website files to you. And that's kind of how you see a website. So this is like what happens. We call yourself, or you in this case, the client, and the server is the server. So let's go a little deeper. We have a few minutes. So this would be great, but like if you're in the government and you want to see something that's like kind of classified, should a government website return the same website files to everybody all the time? Probably not. So sometimes the server has to like figure out who's asking for files. And this is where we make the distinction of a static versus a dynamic website. When all of us went to GitHub Education, we all saw the same thing. But if you type in github.com right now, you're going to get your dashboard and like your account. So that's a dynamic website. Basically, when you go, hey, GitHub, oh my gosh, GitHub, can I see the website files for GitHub? It goes, okay, I know that you are whoever you're logged in as. I'm going to give you your website files. That's dynamic. This is a little more complex, but this is kind of, if anyone has ever heard of front end or back end, we'll kind of make this distinction now. Essentially, like this is what's happening again. We've seen this diagram. A dynamic website is basically when you go and you talk to the server goes and does its own thing. Like in this example, a server can go and like see if you're logged in. It'll check with a database to see like what information there is to display or read. Or maybe it'll like run, I mean, AI pipelines are kind of hot now. So maybe it'll run like an AI pipeline on something, which is what's happening when you guys go and you submit like the GitHub education approval thing. Like you're giving their servers information and then their servers go and do things and then they send you back website files to tell you if you got approved or denied. So we call the server side of the website, like all of that black magic that you don't get to see, that's called like the back end of some website. And then what you get to see as the user when you see if you were denied or approved, if you see a button to click, that's the front end. So this is kind of how websites are laid out. The website files are what make up the front end or what you as a user can interact with. And then the server, as we call it, server is kind of just like the stuff that is serving you website files. It like server itself is like a weird term. It doesn't really mean anything. But yep, front end is what the user sees, back end is the server. What basically determines the website files that the front end person sees. And we're gonna spend, this says 6 weeks, we're not gonna spend that long. But we're gonna spend basically the next couple weeks on front end. So we won't touch server stuff yet, but we're just gonna work on making those website files so that they look good and we understand how they're made and what they are. Do I have anything else? We'll do back end later. I want to stop there. So well, there's literally 2 slides. Sorry for holding you guys over. These website files that I've been talking about, just so we have the words in our head, are we call them HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. So there's .pdf, there's I don't know, docx, .jpeg, .png. When we make files that are .html, .css, and .js file types, those are files that the browser, so Chrome, uses to actually show us a website. Just different types of files, all the same kind of stuff. This is how you'd think about what each one does. HTML is telling the website what's there. Like, is there a button? Is there not a button? CSS is going like, oh, that button's green, or that button's gonna like have a hover effect when you hover it, when your mouse goes over it. And then JavaScript is like, when you click on the button, JavaScript goes, okay, now take them to this page, or try to do this thing, or send some request to approve the people that we're trying to get on GitHub Education. And together, we can add stuff to a website, make it look good, and also give it functionality to do more than just be like a piece of art on the internet. That is all. We will start with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript next class. Thank you all for holding. I know that was a little frustrating, but yeah, Thursday we're gonna start actually figuring out what these files are. Yeah, I haven't talked with Leo much just because they're sick, but if you guys can, try and do the designs from last Thursday. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's fine. But it's good practice. Say it again.
Whatever, just does it and then just do it. So,
That's okay.
like, have a single next time.
I like, it's okay if it's not complete or anything. Yeah, there's no grade or anything. It's just good practice. Valid. We'll put them on a slide deck and look through them all at some point. Awesome. And then I have a recording of this whole thing. If anybody's like wants to look back through it, feel free.